You don't need more motivation. You don't need another life hack. What you need is to understand one brutal truth. Your focus is creating your life, and you're ignoring it. Every day without realizing it, your mind is shaping your future by what it pays attention to. The chaos, the peace, the success, the stagnation, it's all tied to where your focus goes. And until you learn how to control it, you're not living, you're reacting. But once you do, you become a force no one can predict or control. Let's break it down. Step 1. Your focus is a magnet. What you focus on, you feel. What you feel, you believe. And what you believe, you live. Your mind is a magnet. Whether it's fear or power, chaos or clarity, it doesn't care. It pulls in whatever you keep feeding it. Focus on your insecurities. You'll see more reasons to doubt yourself. Focus on your strength. You'll start noticing your power everywhere. Most people spend their entire lives focusing on what they lack. That's why they stay stuck. But if you want to build a powerful life, it starts with taking full control of where your focus goes. You don't need a new life. You need new focus. Because your current life is just a reflection of your dominant thoughts. That relationship you're in, the way you treat your body, how you spend your time, none of it is random. It all traces back to what you've been focusing on for the last 6 months, year, 5 years. And here's the kicker. Your brain is always listening. Every time you complain or get distracted or let yourself spiral, you're teaching your mind what to prioritize. And it listens. So you either take the wheel or your focus takes you somewhere you never intended to go. Step 2. Attention is the new currency. The modern world isn't fighting for your money. It's fighting for your attention. Algorithms, ads, notifications, they're all designed to hijack your focus. Why? Because whoever controls your attention controls your choices. That's how you become a puppet without realizing it. But if you learn to guard your attention like a soldier guards a kingdom, you become untouchable. Your focus stops being sold and starts being invested. Let me ask you something. What has your attention right now? Be honest. Is it something that builds your vision, or is it someone else's agenda? The average person checks their phone over 90 times a day. That's not by accident. It's engineered. Your attention is being harvested. So the man who can resist that pull, the man who says, "No, I'm building something bigger," he's the man who wins long term. He's the man everyone wonders about, because he's not reactive, he's intentional. Step 3. What you ignore dies. Whatever you stop feeding dies. That anxiety that runs your mind, starve it. That drama that drains your peace, cut it off. That constant comparison with others, let it rot. Your life follows your focus. The moment you shift your attention away from what hurts you, it begins to lose power. And what you focus on instead, discipline, peace, mastery, it begins to grow. This is the quiet war most men never fight. But those who do, they build a life that others can't even comprehend. Think of your attention like sunlight. Whatever you shine it on grows. You've been watering weeds. Now it's time to water the roots of greatness. Want to become mentally unshakable? Focus on things that sharpen your mind. Read, train, meditate, execute, not once in a while, daily, ruthlessly. Because life doesn't care about potential. It responds to consistency, and consistency is the child of focus. Step 4. You're programming your mind every day. Your focus is not neutral, it's coding your subconscious. Every time you check your phone instead of finishing your task, you're programming your mind to be distracted. Every time you indulge in negativity, you reinforce the belief that life is suffering. But when you focus on execution, growth, and vision, you wire yourself for strength. You become a machine of purpose. The question is, what are you programming? Every book you read, every video you watch, every conversation you entertain, it's all uploading code to your system. And most men walk around with viruses in their mind. Self-doubt, fear, victimhood. They don't realize that their focus is the download link. You want a better system? Upgrade your inputs. Your focus is the filter. Use it. Step 5. Energy flows. Where attention goes. Ever notice how when you're obsessed with a goal, it starts showing up everywhere? That's not magic. That's focus. Your reticular activating system, a part of your brain, filters the world based on what you're paying attention to. If you focus on winning, you'll start seeing opportunities. If you focus on failure, you'll start spotting threats. It's not about blind optimism. It's about choosing a focus that fuels your power, not your fear. You ever bought a new car and suddenly see it everywhere? That's your focus system at work. Your mind shows you what it thinks you care about. So if you keep focusing on what's wrong, your brain thinks it's doing you a favor by showing you more of it. Break the cycle. Focus on what moves you forward, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. Step 6. Focus creates identity. You are not what you say you want. You are what you focus on. If you say you want greatness but focus on comfort, your identity is lazy. If you say you want love but focus on rejection, your identity is insecure. The strongest men align their focus with their values. They don't get pulled into every distraction. They choose their battles. They direct their energy like a sniper, not a machine gun, and that's what makes them powerful. Your focus tells your brain who you are, and the more you repeat that focus, the deeper that identity becomes. Focus on discipline, you become disciplined. Focus on resentment, you become bitter. Identity isn't found, it's built, and it's built through focus. So the real question isn't who am I? It's what am I focusing on every day without even thinking about it? Step 7. Distraction is the enemy of mastery. No man becomes great with a scattered mind. Focus is the gateway to mastery. You want to write a book, build a business, master your body? You need deep, undivided focus. That's the cost. No hacks, no shortcuts. Most men can't do it. They're too overstimulated, too reactive. But those who can discipline their attention, who can say no to distraction and yes to depth, they rise, quietly, relentlessly, until one day the world has no choice but to notice. And don't get it twisted. This isn't about motivation. It's about commitment. Focus isn't always exciting. Sometimes it's brutal. Sometimes it's boring. But it's always powerful. You master what you give your energy to, and you lose what you neglect, period. Step 8. Focus builds momentum. The more you focus, the more momentum you build. And momentum is power. Once you start locking in, even for short bursts, you begin to feel something different. Your confidence rises, your clarity sharpens, your work compounds. Focus is like gravity. It pulls progress toward you. You just have to stay consistent long enough to feel it. And once you feel it, you never want to go back. Momentum is the reward of focus. One task, 1 hour, one day, then another. Stack wins until focus becomes your default. It won't be easy at first, but that's how habits are built, through repetition, not inspiration. Once you taste momentum, the game changes. Step 9. Where focus goes, life follows. Every man is building something, even if he doesn't realize it. He's either building a life of clarity, strength, and purpose, or a life of chaos, weakness, and regret. The difference is focus. One man builds with intention, the other builds on autopilot. If you want to live a life that reflects your highest self, it won't happen by accident. It will happen because you decided to aim your focus like a weapon, relentlessly, daily, without apology. There's no neutral path. You're either focusing toward your mission or away from it, toward your future or away from it. Your focus is your steering wheel. Grab it. Step 10. Choose your focus, choose your future. Here's the truth. Life isn't about what happens to you. It's about what you focus on when it happens. Pain is inevitable. Distraction is everywhere. But your focus? That's your sword. You can use it to cut through the noise, to build discipline, to craft your reality, to create a future that makes your past irrelevant. That's the power you've been ignoring, but not anymore. You want peace? Focus on what gives you peace. You want strength? Focus on challenge. You want freedom? Focus on mastery. Everything you want is on the other side of consistent focus. Start small, but start now. Bonus: build a focus ritual. Don't just rely on willpower. Build systems, morning rituals, deep work blocks, no phone zones. Design your environment to protect your focus. Make it automatic. Make it sacred. The more you ritualize your focus, the less decision fatigue you face, and the more your life starts to shift, slowly, then suddenly. Set triggers, use timers, remove clutter, whatever it takes. Turn your focus into a practice. The strongest minds aren't born, they're trained. Bonus. Focus is freedom. Most people think freedom is doing whatever you want, but real freedom is the ability to choose what you focus on, no matter what's happening around you. Chaos outside, stillness inside. That's true sovereignty. That's mental power. That's how you take your life back. You want to be different? Master your focus. You want to scare people with how locked in you are? Guard your attention like your life depends on it, because it does. You're not broken. You're distracted. You're not lost. You're unfocused. But now you see it. Now you know the game. From this moment forward, it's yours to win. Lock in. Choose your focus. And watch your life transform from the inside out. Subscribe to Valoric for more content that sharpens your mind and strengthens your spirit. Let's keep building.